2002, NSYNC had sold millions of albums. And Justin Timberlake was a bona fide heartthrob. But bandmate Chris Kirkpatrick says life for the band was all business.
This is the compound. This is the compound, and if we all try to learn our instruments, better than the next guy, everybody just worked to that goal,
So it wasn't a crazy house, it was a focused house.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy at all. I mean, it wasn't like, you would think like, oh, there's girls over all the time, there was this. I mean, it was work. There was
girls.
never... No, I mean, well...
Maybe a couple.
Honestly, as crazy as it sounds, it wasn't that type of vibe.
With his fans, Justin had a vibe all his own.
I think there's an appeal in him. He's been perceived as a relationship guy. Justin Timberlake's female fans wearing t-shirts that say Mrs. Timberlake. I want to be Mrs. Timberlake. They're not saying I want to be your one-night stand.
If he was smooth on stage,
This one's triple platinum.
he seemed even smoother in the studio.
Is it fair to say that Justin is a perfectionist?
He is a perfectionist, but there's no work involved for it. It's really just boom, boom, done.
One take
Just
Timberlake.
Just like 16 hours in the garage, and one take Timberlake.
He got together with one of his friends, and they created the song Gone.
Justin's writing skills were getting noticed by the biggest names in the industry, like Michael Jackson.
Michael's people came and they said, hey, I think Michael wants to record that record. And I looked at Justin and I was like, you're not giving that record away. Because I knew how important that record was to him and what it meant for him as a writer to finally get some, respect, making a statement to say, I'm a writer too.
We're very, very, very excited to be here.
In 2002, Justin launched the solo career that would define his next decade.
Everybody was kind of figuring out, well, what are we going to do for the next 6 months? And then Justin kind of tapped me. He says, I know what I'm going to do. He says, I've had this music inside me for quite a while. I'm going to take this time and I'm going to go make a record.
That album, Justified, was hot enough to land his solo act at the Super Bowl halftime show. But when a, quote, wardrobe malfunction exposed Janet Jackson's bare breast,
He's now apparently committed to crime of the century.
He was very hurt. It was definitely emotional roller coaster. So that was, coming off the thrill of performing at the Super Bowl to, you have airplanes flying around LA thinking Vic, Justin, and Janet, big banners. Like, it was pretty crazy.
It's completely regrettable.
a swift apology put Justin back on track. And his star continued to rise. His career would expand from music to movies, including
Sean Parker.
The Social Network.
Nice to meet you. $1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? $1 billion.
2 business ventures. For starters, a clothing line called William Rast with best friend Trace Ayala.
Built this brand and then released William Rast.
Was he hands-on?
Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 2 hands.
You like step back one.
No. Yeah, but he's very hands-on. I mean, he's rivets, buttons, stitching. He was definitely very, very hands-on.
Add to the business ventures 2 Grammys for the man who brought sexy back. And even an Emmy for this guy on SNL. But best of all,
I'm ready.
Justin would likely say finding the real Mrs. Timberlake.
He was always into Jessica.
Trace was the best man. Justin and actress Jessica Biel were married in October.
It was always a celebrity crush.
Really?
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You hear him order something. It's like, wow, in the middle of us having a discussion about a 100-city tour, something sparked in him where he felt the need that he had to do something special.
A new wife and a new album with his old friend Timberlake.
Tim will come in, he'll have his headphones on, he'll sit there and he'll be playing something, and then it's Justin sitting there in the corner, and he starts picking up on it, and he'll run over and go, do this, do this. It's crazy watching him work.
Tim and Tim had basically 4 weeks And the thought pattern was we'll go in and make a record, put it up for the summer just to have some new music out there. And in 20 days, they made 20 songs.
20 songs released in 2 parts and featuring a notable collaboration between Justin and Jay-Z.
I'll show you how to do this, young. No papers, catch papers.
You know, obviously there was a chemistry that happened when they came in the studio together to make Suit and Tie, and it became the lead-off record.
I'll show you how to do this, huh?
By working with Jay-Z, he's getting an artist who is as well-formed as he is, and in a way it is a grown-up approach to singing and rapping together on the same song.
He makes what folks around my way call grown folks music.
Right, exactly.
He makes grown folks music.
And he's doing a great job at reinventing himself. He always has an eye and an ear for what's next. Not what's cool, but what's next.